Well, the quality of the university depends to a large extent on the staff. It takes a long time to build up an excellent quality staff. And I actually do believe that that is the most important thing. If you have the right staff and money for the infrastructure, it will all fall into place.
If you have excellent faculty who are doing very good work, they attract very good students. So people, first of all, good faculty, good students, but then providing them with the kind of environment, including physical environment, in which they can do good work.
You should have people who are aiming for excellence, whether it's top in the world or not does not matter. The most important thing is they have to do the best they can. And once you start doing that, and once you have the facilities to do that and the people to do that, and the world will start taking notice of that, and automatically things will improve. You will have a lot more internationals coming here to study. And science is one of those subjects. Science, engineering, technology is one of those things. I think it is without borders, like your programs. Okay, and it's very important, in my opinion, to have a large international gathering here, a population of people here that will contribute to this. And I already see the first several steps being taken here. The question is that infrastructure is something that takes time. You have to make investment over a long period of time. I think that has already started with all these Petrobras projects and other projects. I think it's slowly building up, and what one needs to build up along with that is a reputation of individual excellence. And I see that happening already. But in general, I think in any country other than the very US and a few European countries, infrastructure is generally lacking. The people skills are already there.
I think that university, and this means government, should invest much more in infrastructure at university. I think you should refurbish the buildings, you should refurbish the roads, you should definitely build new dormitories for students, basically apartments where students live, especially for graduate students. These should be somewhere on a campus ground, so they can walk to their classes, they can walk to their laboratories. They should create a university town, basically, okay? University campus.
Students need to be able to live in comfortable accommodations near where they're going to be doing their work, so that they don't have long commutes and difficult arrangements to get to the place where they're doing their research and their studies.
Having multiple campuses, on the other hand, in this day of technology and remote teaching and remote learning, I don't think is such a big handicap as it may have been many years ago. In some ways, multiple campuses are not bad. In fact, I would even say that teaching the same course in two different campuses is not a bad thing, because science is about having multiple ideas, multiple thoughts, and not everything being very uniform. Science is about being independent thinking and diverse thinking, and having multiple campuses teaching different types of courses in each campus is not a bad thing at all.
I think it's important that students stay together on campus. At least during first year they stay together, they get to know each other, because when they graduate they know each other, and this meeting at university will form basis for professional contacts for their whole life.
Work at two places?
Yes.
No, I don't believe that. I think he has to be dedicated to his school.
And why do you think this is necessary?
Because he has split loyalties if he works in two places. I don't think that works at all. I think you have to have a core of permanent staff. And these people may well have consultancies with industry or something like that. That is what their outside interest should be. It should be going out to government laboratories or Petrobras or something like that, but not to another teaching establishment. Not necessarily, but a few is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea to have a mix of other people and exchange ideas, but I'm sure that within Brazil there are pretty high caliber people.
I would not say that it is important, but I think what is important that your students who get PhD go abroad and experience research in different countries and also have opportunity to look at your own country from outside, because this will improve their overall education. So I think what is important that your staff has opportunity to go outside and see what others do and then come back so they have good reference point.
If they have good qualifications and have good competence with the language, I think it doesn't matter. And in fact, it adds to the quality of the university by having people from different places.
I think science is an international field. Okay, in any given area, the best scientist could be from another part of the world. I think openness is an important part for scientific development. You may not need to have professors from other countries teaching here, but you need people from interactions with people from different parts of the world. The more international you become, the more borders you get rid of, the better an institute will be.
Yes, I think it's a very good idea. I think part of education is to allow young people to go abroad and experience other cultures and see how other people think.
The Science Without Borders program is a very nice program. It brings foreign scientists into Brazil, and I'm lucky and glad that I'm and grateful that I'm recipient of one such Science Without Borders grants. So I come to Brazil every year for 1 month. And during this month, I do research here with my colleagues at Federal University. I also go and give lectures at other universities in Brazil. And I attend the conferences in Brazil and present papers there as well. In addition, doctoral students from Brazil come and spend 1 year working with me during the doctoral program, something called a sandwich program.
The whole infrastructure is quite different. There's obviously a vast amount of money been spent on updating the buildings, probably the salaries to the staff, so the whole thing's changed enormously. I mean, you can't compare what it was like in 1989. It's quite different, but that's quite a long time. That's how long it takes.
I think the infrastructure is lacking. I mean, I've been visiting here for a number of years, and I do not see any investment, any improvement in this sense.
The one thing I could suggest is the more that your faculty and students are arranging exchanges, going to spend time at other universities and different places in the world, the more they get out and have the opportunity to talk about their work at international conferences, by doing exchange stays at other universities where they interact with other people, the more the work here will be known.
I think in many pockets they already have reached excellence. And the key thing is that every aspect of science and engineering, just for every aspect to rise up to that level, and not all of them can rise up at the same time. You should have some centers of excellence that are already world class, and the others will slowly follow. Given the kind of environment that you have in Brazil for science and engineering, I think it's only a matter of time before that happens. It's not will it happen, it's when will it happen.